Thank you so much, Allie. Well, breaking overnight, Iran and Israel trading more deadly strikes.
And the back and forth blows have now killed more than 200 people in Iran and nearly 24 in Israel. So let's get you caught up with the very latest developments from overnight. Iran fired a new wave of missile attacks on Israel. One missile fell near the American consulate in Tel Aviv, causing minor damage. Now, this is coming after the Israeli Air Force says it struck multiple military targets in Iran on Sunday. Those targets include missile production sites and missile launchers.
Now, as these attacks escalate, we're learning President Trump has rejected an Israeli plan to assassinate the Iranian supreme leader. President Trump says he believes Israel and Iran will work out a deal.
Despite President Trump's optimism, anxiety continues to brew for many of those. These are two cultural populations in Metro Detroit we're talking about. 7 News Detroit's Brittany Toulis is joining us live this morning to highlight the important voices in both communities. Brittany.
Yeah, Alicia, Keenan, that conflict between Israel and Iran has direct ties here to Metro Detroit, and people living here with friends and family in both countries spent the entire weekend hoping for peace, while Americans all across the country sat wondering if the U.S. would get involved. Now, this conflict began Friday with Israel sending missiles aimed at Iranian targets related to its nuclear program, killing several nuclear scientists and high-ranking military leaders. Iran striking back over the weekend with its own aerial attack, both countries seeing casualties and escalation. Here in the Metro, people with family and friends taking cover in both countries spent the weekend hoping for peace.
Anytime something happens in the Middle East, the first thing we think about are our brothers, our sisters, our family members, our friends who are in Israel, and we're praying for their safety.
So tragic, so painful, so scary. And my condolences to especially Iranian American community that they are in touch with their loved ones, and some of them may have lost some loved ones.
And President Trump saying Sunday, right now, the U.S. has no involvement in Israel's strikes against Iran, but he isn't ruling out U.S. involvement. The president taking that stance after reports he opposed Israel's plan to assassinate Iran's supreme leader. Saeed Khan, an associate professor at Wayne State who studies the Middle East, says the U.S. may not be involved yet, but we are seeing the fallout right now.
Well, it's already having an impact on the United States in an indirect way. Economically, we see, of course, that the price of oil is soaring because this is in a very delicate part of the world.
He goes on to say that the price of gold rising and globally stock markets declining is also directly related to the Israel-Iran conflict. Live from downtown Detroit, I'm Brittany Toulis for 7 News Detroit this morning. Alicia and Keenan.
Obviously, so many people watching this, and we'll see if it continues to